Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Fibre Friends podcast. Thanks for joining us today. I am Cheryl from My Needlecrafts.
Hi, everybody. I'm Louise from Untitled Chapter.
So we're doing the Around Your Neck challenge for March.
We are. Have you been seeing?
Some of us are.
Some of us are working on it. Some of us are still planning their projects. Is that what you're saying?
I'm working on it hard up here.
Well, okay. Well, I was going to say, have you been looked at the Facebook group? Because people have been posting tons of pictures in there.
Yeah, I've been scrolling through a little bit late at night when I got a few minutes.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's having lots of fun with this, coming up with great projects. I have a finish to add to that group.
Yay!
I know. Look at this. And it's one. So this was when I started. I don't know if I actually started this in March or it might have been the end of February. But
oh my goodness, that is so cool.
Look at that. Look how, so double seed stitch. The yarn, this is all I had left over.
Right on.
From that big skein. So this was the yarn that Leo and Roxy dyed for Little Red Mitten for their 13th anniversary. That was just like a month ago.
I don't think you showed this to us before.
Didn't I show this to you? Oh, well, really? Maybe not. So well, look at the yarn. Good job. I have a little bit left.
It's really pretty. I love the colors.
Pretty, isn't it? So if you've gone into Little Red Mitten, you'll notice as soon as you walk in, right behind the counter, they have this beautiful wall done with a big floral print wallpaper.
Okay.
And this is the colors in the wallpaper. So the name of this skein is LRM, Little Red Mitten Wallpaper.
Nice.
So Leo and Roxy dyed it, but I don't think you can purchase it from Leo and Roxy's website. I think you have to go to Little Red Mitten and you can purchase it there. So it's 100% wool. I forgot to grab the ball band. Again, I'm not sure if it's merino. It could be merino. It's probably superwash because it's really soft. There's no itch factor to this at all. It's really, really soft. And
it looks like it's a bulky weight or a chunky weight.
It's a super bulky.
Bulky.
Yeah, I knit it with 10 millimeter needles.
And it looks like, is it like a roving type, like a single ply?
Yeah, just a single ply. Whoop, there we go.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
It is gorgeous.
Those are like totally my colors.
I know, and they're totally not mine, but I like it. I like the dark raspberry color. And
so what is a double seed stitch? Is that knit 2, purl 2, and then opposite on the other row?
No, you do 2 rows the same. So you're right. Knit 2, purl 2, and then the second row is the same. Knit 2, purl 2. So they stack on top. So you do get, let me see.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Almost looks like
a bit of a waffle or not a waffle, like a basket
weave kind of thing. Yeah. I was going to say bricks because it does give you like little kind of rectangles.
Yeah.
And then, so it's actually a 4-row repeat then because you do knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, and then you opposite.
Yeah. Purl 2, knit 2.
Yep. So it's it's really
nice. Easy. Yeah, nice and squishy and warm and thick.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
I liked it.
Well, good for you. So finishing something in our challenge.
I know. Look at that. It's just so big and cozy. Put under your coat. Yeah, I like it.
So I like it too.
Yeah. So I think this may be a gift for somebody because I keep backtracking, right? Didn't I not just say like a time or two ago that I was done knitting with wool for my family because they don't like it and they won't wear it? But I'm thinking that maybe they'll like this.
There's people that's not your family that would love it too.
Maybe. You're right. Maybe. I'll have to make a note of that, Cheryl. But I just really liked the really thick, chunky yarn and then doing a really bulky stitch with it and just
I love it
together. I like it too. I may just.
I think I want all the things you knit.
That's good because not very many people tell me that. My daughter rolls her eyes at my stuff, and my son, he could care less. So.
You can wrap that up with your sweater. My birthday's coming soon.
It is actually.
After yours.
Oh, yes. I'm excited. This was a super simple knit, so if anybody's looking for something quick that you don't have to really think too much about, seed stitch, whether you do it double or just a regular one row, easy. I like it. I like it a lot. I might even wear it. I can't keep wearing all this stuff. Then I can't really give it away.
Well, I won't tell anybody.
We'll see. Maybe I'll just wear it for while we're chatting and then I'll take it off. Okay. So I was just going to take a peek here at some of our comments from last week's podcast because there was a lot of people giving you ideas about your Around the Neck project.
Oh, yeah.
Because you were debating, right? Because you had, and the more we talked, the more options you came up with. So did you decide anything more, like how you were going to do that cable?
I have not decided.
Up and down and around.
I have not decided. I have to decide. I think I'm just going to do a cowl. I just need to figure out how many stitches around I want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I could knit something kind of bigger like yours. I have like a skein and a half of yarn.
You could, because it doesn't take a lot of yarn, but you could.
I could even double it. I got 2 balls.
I thought one of those balls was for your daughter.
No, I have more than half a skein left over from my hat.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's right. Okay, that's right. Yes. So yes. So you got a full ball and then that part ball. Then yes, you could hold them together. I know there's something about really bulky knits I am loving. Well, maybe it's because it's like probably the only way I get anything finished. Definite bonus there. Bulky yarn. Yeah. Bulky, yeah, stitches. So quick. Oh, where'd my comments go? I was gonna look here. So somebody had suggested where is it?
Where are you reading this?
Oh, I was just scrolling down through the comments. There was one
on last week's video.
Yeah, so there was lots of comments about your hat, how to fix your hat.
And we'll get to that soon.
Okay. All right. Let's yes, because there was a comment here about, there were some suggestions of some patterns that you could look at to get
yeah, there was one.
So all right, well, then I guess we'll just have to leave you. Okay, no, I don't know if we should leave you. Should we leave you or should we just decide, talk it out right now? And then
I think it was Forest City Knits. I don't know if they were talking about the Forest City Knit Girls or if it's Forest City Knits is some. I read the comment and I think it was the Calla pattern or something.
Yeah, Calla Cowl. Yeah, Ravelry Forest City Knits. Yeah, I'm thinking. I assume they were talking about the Forest City Knit Girls in their podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to take a peek at that. So would you want to do that or just stick with your to match yours? I think you should. Don't worry about doing a horizontal cable. I know there was a couple people thought they would really like that, but I think you should go vertical, up and down, do them all the way around, and then we'll match your hat.
So was the Calla, was it 2 L's or 1? Do you know?
Two. Maybe, yeah, you'll take a look at that and just fall in love with it. And that'll be the one you want to do. Because I think we need to I think you have to decide right now. Because that's what I always, But you would need another color for that one though. That's really pretty though.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I might have to make one, but not
with this yarn.
Not with this yarn.
You know what? I'll put a link to that one in the Fibre Friends Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So that may be somebody who's looking for another project this weekend. If they finish something or they still haven't started, that would be a really cute one. What weight yarn does it use?
So they're using a fingering and a lace weight held together to make a worsted, they said. So it looks like maybe they've added some. They've used, the Rowan Kid Silk Haze. So that's, is that not a mohair?
Mohair. I was just thinking, what are we ever going to do when this mohair phase passes by? It's so nice to put mohair in with everything when you have a nice mohair.
That is nice. I do have some of that purple mohair left over from doing my hat that I could put with something and knit this.
That would be nice. Yeah.
I like the style of it. So it's nice and snuggy up around your neck and, by your chin, and then it kind of spreads out.
Yeah. So you got some cover
I like it
in your coat. I like that too. All right. Well, we'll definitely, I'll post the link in there so everybody else can, we want to awe over it too. Oh, look. Oh, that's without it orange. Wow. Okay. It looks a lot deeper.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around, like on the sides than I thought it would have been. Oh, so is that one done? Is that all in one color? Like it doesn't have the contrast for the...
It does have a contrast, just a very slight.
Very light.
Pink.
So it's 2 shades of pink. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And there's one done in a gradient or whatever you want to call that. And another.
Oh, that's pretty. So who designed this? Is this a Forest City Knit Girls?
It is Forest City Knit Girls. Yeah. Okay. Hold on, I can tell you. Yeah, it just says publish it, Forest City Knit Girls Designs.
Perfect. Yeah, they've got some really nice stuff. So maybe in the notes below, I'll put a link to their page, and of course, and they have a podcast as well.
They do.
Yeah. All right.
They do. They got a great podcast. I like watching them.
They're fun. Gotta be a little careful here because I am trying to knit 2-color brioche while we're chatting. Like to live dangerously.
Well, that's better than trying to knit your socks while you're talking to us.
Good heavens. No, that can't happen. That can't happen. So what do we have left? We are in the middle of March, so we must have about 2 more weeks left for the challenge for the Around Your Neck.
Mm-hmm.
And around your neck is like literally anything that goes around your neck. A scarf. I don't know if I've seen any actual scarves being knit, but there were towels, there were shawls. I do have a scarf on the needles. I guess I could show it to you in case anybody hasn't watched the last couple of weeks. I feel like it's one of those projects that I just keep showing week after week. And I don't think I did too much. I don't think I did anything on it this week because it was mostly sock knitting for me. But this is my 1-color brioche. Right.
Yes, we did talk about that last week.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know, I do too. So it's there. So it will be a scarf at some point when it gets done, but not this week because it is all about socks.
Yeah. All about socks.
All about socks, except I'm going to need a little bit of a break because I can't do too much at a time, or then, I kind of go cross-eyed and don't want to make a mistake. But we'll talk about socks later. So, okay, you haven't actually committed to a cowl project here, though.
I haven't.
Can't you? Okay, you won't decide. Okay, you guys. Okay, I don't know.
Maybe this weekend I will just cast it on and go.
Just something will strike you. You'll get the thing. It'll just be the right time.
That's right.
Okay. Well, everybody send Cheryl some cowl. Happy thoughts. And maybe you'll wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I got the perfect idea. I know exactly.
That's right.
But sometimes, but because you've got to fiddle around, like do a gauge swatch and do some measurements, that's okay. You're going to cast on and do an educated guess.
Yes, I will do an educated guess.
There are two options for this project. But do you think that
just wing it?
And that's okay too. That's okay. I mean,
I'm really thinking that I might just did you hear Gilly moan? That's his comment. I said I'm thinking, and he's like, oh. He's having a little sleep in the sun on the floor over here.
That's so cute.
I got smart. I brought his bed into the kitchen and I put it right where the sun comes through in the morning. So he just goes and lays there and he's a good boy.
Oh, see, I would love to sleep in the sun right now too.
I know. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do really, instead of reinventing the wheel, I think I'm going to just kind of copy my hat and just make it a little bit bigger around.
Just add a few more stitches.
Yeah.
Well, then there you go. That's simple and easy. Because you're right.
That's what I'm thinking.
If you make it too complicated with too much guesswork and trial and error, is that what's stopping you? Is just because you're like,
I just want something simple, and I don't think it needs a whole lot of complicated put into it. Yeah. I think I'll just go with it.
All right. Okay. Next week.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, we'll get an update next week. We'll see what your thinking is on that one.
Because realistically, if it's just plain stockinette around the back, then it'll just scrunch up a little bit more, because you don't need tons in the back, but then you have the nice cable down the front and call it a day. I think it'll be nice.
I think that's perfect then. Yeah. Then you don't have to fiddle with your cable pattern, taking the one column, just do the 3 cables down the front.
Yeah, it's got a nice wide 2x2 rib. It might actually be 4. I'm thinking it might be like a 3x3 or a 4x2 or something around the edge, which is fine because then it won't suck in, but a lot. It'll just give some nice, a nice edge that won't curl. And
that's great. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I just got to figure out how many stitches.
I think maybe you've decided then.
So maybe I'll have something next week for you.
Okay. Well, I look forward to it, seeing what you've decided or cast on or finished. You'll leave us in anticipation. So this project, I'm doing the exact same thing as you are. This was a hat pattern, and I just cast on some extra stitches, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, make it a cowl.
Yeah.
And this is my
cowl. Super simple, easy.
And I was going to say, you really can't go wrong, but there's always room. There's always room for, but like as far as size wise, you've got, it can be super big like this one and just kind of fold it over, or it can be smaller. So you got lots of room there, right? And
exactly.
And you want it to be snug anyways. So
I want something fairly close. I don't want something real big like that. Realistically, you think about it, you could take any hat pattern and, if it's patterned or whatnot, just add a couple extra repeats of your pattern count and make a cowl.
Yep. Well, and really, because your hat typically is around about 18 inches, 18, 19 inches. And that would give you a snug fit, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, I'm excited. I'm excited.
There you go. It's decided.
It's done. Yes. See, this is what I wanted. That makes me happy.
We'll just talk it out.
Talk it out.
So do you want the update on my hat now?
Yeah. Because so if you guys went through all the comments in last week's video, people were suggesting that you pulled the brim up.
So this is the catch of the day hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I knit it all the way up to the top of the waves at the top of the hat. And it was way like over an inch taller. Like it was already at 8 inches at that point. And I hadn't even done the decreases. So it was like super tall. You can go back and watch last week's, I modeled it. And so trying to decide what I was going to do with it, because it was clearly too tall, but I really wanted to maintain the pattern. So I didn't know if I should rip it out and do it smaller gauge, but it was already snug enough around. I didn't want it too tight. So I went and I looked back at some other projects to see what other people had done with the hat. And there's only like 5 projects, and 2 of them are the designers. And the other 3 projects, the other people were having the same issue, that the hat was turning out way too tall. So they said that when they had finished the wave pattern at the top, that the hat was already 8 inches. So which is what I had gotten. So some had adjusted the pattern. This person took it out and just did 1 row of fish.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Changed it up. I thought it looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what this person did. I think they took some rows out, which I had talked about too. Isn't that cool with the tonal in the middle for the fish? I like that. Anyways, so after much contemplation, I kind of hummed and hawed about it. And then I decided I would just go back and take out a row of fish.
Mm-hmm. It looks good like that.
I really wanted the waves on the top. Mm-hmm. Because I had thought about just pulling it back to the top of the 3rd row of fish, and then just continuing the rest of the hat in this purple color. Mm-hmm. But then it just didn't seem right to me that the fish were above the waves. It was like the hat was upside down.
Yeah, because it looks, I like that. And it looks just as cute with 2 rows of fish. Like you don't look at it and go, oh man, there really should be another row, right? Like you don't at all. It looks fine.
Yeah, I thought about it after. And another thing I could do too is you could start the hat in this color and omit this and just do your ribbing and then do your 3 rows of fish and then a row of waves and then a different color at the crown.
Yes, because I mean, that's right, because technically you don't need waves underneath the fish.
That's great.
I mean, it looks cute that way, but you're absolutely right. You could take.
So I really like it. It fits really well. It's got lots of room to pull down over my ears. So.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm not going to put it on because it'll mess up my day 2 hair.
Your hair looks beautiful.
It took a lot to make it just look kind of calm.
Maybe those are the days you need a hat.
Maybe. Well, usually I would put one on to go anywhere.
No, it looks great. I think you made a great choice. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm very happy with it. So my hat is done.
Perfect timing, because they're talking about we're supposed to get snow this weekend. It's supposed to snow all weekend.
A little bit.
Yeah. So you'll have to go outside and take a selfie with your hat on in the snow.
My fish hat.
Your fish hat in the snow.
So I finished that. Yeah, catch of the day hat.
Perfect. Yeah.
And I knit it using 3 colors of Swish worsted from Knit Picks.
Nice. Now, would you use that yarn again?
Yes, I like it. It's very soft. And I'm thinking I could probably make another hat. I might make one and start it with the turquoise and do purple fish and finish the top with this.
Oh, that'd be nice. And then you should make one for your mom.
I could.
You guys could have matching hats. I think that would be fun.
Except for my mom doesn't hardly wear hats. She knit a beautiful hat with the yarn I gave her for Christmas. A hat and a cowl that match.
Yeah.
And I've seen her wearing the cowl many times and I've never seen her wear the hat. And I'm like, where's your hat? Wear your hat. She goes, oh, I never think about it. I'm not a hat person. I'm like, I wear a hat every chance I get. Oh, is it cold enough I can put a hat on and not look dumb? It's like 5 degrees. Can I get away with a hat today?
Oh, well. Anyways, well done. Well done. That looks really good.
Thank you. I like it.
Yay, success.
I have a finish. Yay.
So what else? Okay, see, look at this. I'm trying to talk and brioche at the same time. So I did not, Amber, just in case you're wondering, I did not touch my sweater this week. I have so little to do, but just so y'all know, it is Thursday morning today for us. It is not Friday morning because Louise is going away for a girl weekend with her family. Yes. So we're doing it a little. So I had one night less to do work. That's right. I was my projects. I was thinking about that too. I thought that's exactly why. If we had recorded on regular schedule, you would have had tonight to get it. I would have sewed my sweater together. It would have been done. It would have been done because I don't know. I think you're a lot like me. I mean, deadlines. I always leave things, I don't know, to the last minute. Always. Yeah. Well, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are always my busiest day for working because I like to get my orders out and I ship like all of them together. If they're going to the States, I send them all as one bundle together. And so Monday, Tuesday, I'm working till like 9 o'clock at night, some nights. And usually, for the first 3 days of the week, super, super busy and I don't really do anything. So it is I knit and cross stitch on the weekends and on Thursday nights. So it's all my fault that you don't have your sweater done. It's all your fault, Louise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. That's all right. Okay. You'll just leave us in suspense again. Cheryl, you're dragging out your cowl, your sweater. You're just like, we're all sitting on pins and needles waiting to see. So that's because I do more talking about it than I do actually knitting. All right. I think a lot of us do that, right? It's all the thought process, well, what if I do this or what if I do this? And that's okay. That's okay. Well, because we have to enjoy that part, the buying of the yarn and the picking out of the yarn and, absolutely, the contemplation of patterns, that's all a hobby in itself, right? It is. It totally is. I mean, we all know buying yarn is a total separate hobby than actually knitting with it. Yes. I have that problem with fabric too. So. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Double whammy. Well, do you want to see what's taken up most of my week? Yes, because you are participating in Sock Madness. I am. At the moment, I am. And all the madness. I believe it is total madness now. Oh, it is, because I'm down to the wire. Let me tell you. I am loving it, though. I am so glad that I did this, that Karen gave me the little nudge and planted the seed. I mean, it doesn't take too much nudging for me to say like, oh yeah, I'll do that. I am really glad. And I already know I'll do it again next year for sure. So last week, remember I showed you my yarn last week? So the pattern came out last Wednesday we recorded Friday and I showed you green and brown yarn. And I said that Karen and I had like somehow crazily had come up with the exact same colors and we were going to do them opposite. Well, I started working on it. I cast it on over the weekend and my yarn,
you were not enjoying knitting with the yarn you picked.
I was not. Maybe
that's a nice way to put it.
Maybe hate is the strong word, but that's what I was feeling as I was knitting it. It was the chocolate brown I had was some old stash yarn that I think has been long discontinued, and it was On Your Toes, and it had some aloe vera, supposedly aloe vera in it. I don't know. I didn't feel any aloe vera, but it was so splitty. It was so splitty, and doing these socks twice, I had split a stitch and didn't notice it. And when I came around on the next round, I knit the split in the stitch. And so then my stitch count was off, my pattern was off, and I had to backtrack. And
that would be a mess too, because the pattern you're knitting is crazy intricate.
It is very, so it was a little tricky. And I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, those colors. And I don't know if it was the needles or the stitch or what was making it so splitty, because my green yarn was the Fable sock yarn. And people have since left me comments and they said, they've knit it and never had a problem. So I don't know what it was.
Maybe it was, a little combination of, your needles and the yarn and the pattern and
obviously it had to have been something. And
you'll just have to save that yarn for different pair of socks.
Well, the green, the Fable was bought to be Christmas balls. So I'm going to keep it and work Christmas balls this, hopefully. It's been in my stash for a couple Christmases. Maybe this year it'll turn into Christmas balls. So I switched colors.
That is amazing. So is it a purpley color in the background?
No, it's navy.
Oh, navy. Okay.
Yeah. So now I can tell. I went back up to my stash, found some Patton's Croix, Canyon colors. I like
that one.
I just realized that this is going to be about my 6th pair of socks in orange.
That's okay.
I guess you know what you like, right? And then this one here is just navy.
I think I have the orange. I think I have 2 balls of it I bought to do a pair.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I really, really like it. And I like the 2 colors together. And
it reminds me of your cowl or your your shrug.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I will be matching. You're right. It's right here.
Yeah, it totally reminds me of that. Look at that.
I guess I have a theme here, don't I? Well, yeah, and I'm loving this so much better. The yarn, I don't know what it was. But anyways, so Sunday night, I decided that I was going to pull it all out. Sunday night at about 10 o'clock at night. And yeah, so now I'm way behind. I have to have, I don't even want to say it out loud. This is sock 1. And I have to have the pair done and submitted by Wednesday. So this is my sock knitting between now and Wednesday. This is my knitting. This is it, sock knitting. I don't think I'm working on anything else. I might work a little bit because like I said, like this is all cables and
you have to take a little break.
I have to take a little break because I don't want to do too much. And then, your eyes get tired and then you make a mistake and I don't have time.
So do you have till like Wednesday at midnight or?
Well, the pattern came out Wednesday at noon our time. So I'm wondering, well, not that that's going to help me because I have to work Wednesday morning. So I will have to have them done by Tuesday whenever I go to bed in the wee hours of the morning.
So you have till like Wednesday at noon. Is that it?
So. I think so. There's a Sock Madness Ravelry thread, and there is a link. They have a timer going.
Oh, okay.
So when I clicked on it when the pattern came out, and it said something like 13 days, 22 hours, and whatever. So I could go look at that. So I'm assuming I've got till Wednesday, like noon time, to get it.
Right.
In. So I probably could finish if I got up, stay up late Tuesday night, get up early Wednesday morning. I could finish and then take pictures and email it all in. So on Instagram, there are pictures. There's a hashtag there's 2 hashtags, Sock Madness and then Sock Madness 16. So 1-6. And so people are posting pictures of their socks. A lot of people are finished. Then there's other people who are still working on the leg or just starting the heel. So there's a little bit of everywhere. I'm probably the slowest person ever, but that's okay. I'm going to get these done because now I am on vacation, so I can knit. I can just knit all day as much as I want. I mean, I have to take some breaks, and I don't want my arms to get sore or anything either. So I'm just going to kind of do sit down, work for a couple of hours, get up, take a little bit of a break, do something else, then come back and do another 2 hours kind of, and spend my weekend doing these socks. Fingers crossed.
You can do it.
I'm not panicking.
I would be.
But I know I have to knit every available moment that I have. But I do know, because Karen has finished her socks, and she said that once you get on past the leg, it goes quicker. And I'm thinking that's because right now there's pattern all around the leg, and then when you're doing the foot, you just have to do on the top, right?
On the top side,
not quite as much pattern reading and cabling and all that kind of stuff to do. So that is giving me a little more hope too. And I don't need to sleep much this weekend.
Who needs sleep, right?
Who needs sleep? So let me tell you though, if I get these pair done and I get qualified, then when the next pattern comes out, I am getting on them immediately. But I had so much stuff going on last week. It was just, life, right? I mean, what can life. Yeah. So, and then when my yarn didn't work out, that was a real bummer. That really was a suck.
Yeah. When you had to start over, that sucks.
But that's all right. I am on track and I'm loving it. I love the pattern. It's
pretty.
It's very detailed and I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. I would just run for the hills if somebody suggested I was to knit those.
Oh, I love it. So.
Look how long it took me to knit my Act of Kindness socks, because they were patterned all over and I was just like.
Yep. Well, I have not done a pattern sock like this in a really, really long time. So I am really enjoying it. And I'm already excited for what the next pattern's going to be. So I just got to get this pair done and move on to the next round. And then if I get the next pair done, I don't know. I'm not really thinking I'll go through to the next round, but if I can get 2 pairs of socks done for Sock Madness, I will be happy sock knitter. So that's my goal.
Yay. Gilly's freaking out outside.
Oh, I can hear him just a little bit. Is there people walking around? He's such a good watchdog.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what he's barking at. Oh, somebody's walking through the schoolyard with a dog.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Of course they are.
Well, yeah, big open space. I guess it's Good for walking, right?
So he's going to be just completely covered in mud now.
Oh no. Yeah, that's a sign. Spring is here, right? It's a
yuck.
Yeah. But well,
yep, I want to go and lay down something over the whole backyard.
you need a tarp, just a rollout tarp. What do they must have something like that for ball fields when it rains, right? Or something.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah, if you've got a dog running in and out multiple times a day. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a towel that sits on the floor at the back door and he gets a good wipe down when he comes in.
I bet he does. Oh, so what else have you done? I see. Okay, you got to talk. I see new bags sitting behind you. They're like sitting there just.
I know. They're taunting you.
They
I did
are.
work on my socks a little bit. I don't know if they're much bigger than last week. These are my orange, not orange socks.
Yeah, you know, it's not orange. Oh, okay. So you've done your, what, a 3x1 ribbing?
Yeah, 3x1. Good for you. I just knit. Oh, yeah, purl. Yep, knit. Yeah.
Those are so pretty.
And they're not even really doing any sort of spiraling of
No.
This one may be a little bit up through here, but
it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, they're just kind of modeled all over, which I like.
Those are fun.
Yeah. So they're getting there. When I sit down and I throw a couple rows in and
just work away. Yep.
Yeah, worked on that. And I am officially, I can't remember when I showed my cross stitch last week, if I actually had the November's totally done.
I don't think so.
Had I done in the center?
I
can't even remember.
I know.
But November is 100% done. So I put these birds in here.
Yeah, no, that wasn't done because you put birds in, because what did you say? You switched it out and you put birds in, right?
Yeah, because it had two hands going kind of like this.
Oh.
On the pattern, and I didn't really like it. So I seen somebody else had put birds there and I'm like, yep, that's what I'm doing. So I put the birds and yeah.
Oh, I like how
they're all done. And actually I'm ahead of I had to fill in the dark blue in this. So this is the page finish. And so I'm actually ahead of the game.
Look at you. You were
yeah, so I just printed off the next
exciting.
I'll just flash it. Whoop, whoop. And then I'm all done. So I got to move my Q snap over soon. So I love it.
Wonderful.
I love it so much. And then I can start something new.
The lure of a new project.
Or I might pull out my pandemic and work on it for a little bit just so I can say that I did.
That sounds like the responsible thing.
Because it's red. It's different. It's changed colors.
That would be good. Do a little bit on that and then start something small, have a smaller one.
And then while I'm working on it, I can contemplate which pattern I want to choose next, because I have about 20 of them that I want to start. So I can decide which one, and then I can, pull fabric and floss for it and kind of get ready. And
I think you should do like a springy, summery one with birds. You've got one with
because I have
a long one with bird houses.
Because I have this one.
Yes, with all the months. And that would be a good one to do.
So I'm kind of thinking maybe that one. Yeah.
Will you dye fabric again for it? Or do you have some in your stash?
No, I think I'll just do it because there's a lot of color and stuff. I think I'll just do it on something light.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that. Or, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I could do something like a pale blue, but there is some blue bird houses. So, to make it look like a sky sort of.
Yeah.
But there's quite a bit of there's white and stuff there too. So I don't know. We'll see. I might just do it on something like a natural linen.
Yeah.
I think that would look nice. So yeah. Yeah. So that's stitching. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Show us these bags. See,
I know. So I had hoped to get some sock bags done for you today. By the time you see this, because it's Thursday, and by the time you see this on Saturday, these will be in the shop. I got all cut out sock bags.
Oh, what?
They're knitting raccoons. They are knitting raccoons. So paired with some orange and light blue.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
And I have some kitties.
Oh, I love that fabric. Look at their eyes. Oh my gosh.
They are just way too hilarious.
I love that. Love that.
So I'll have these in the divided drawstring bags and some wedge bags. Both in the sock size. And these wedge ones, they're big. They're big. I think this one is about that size.
I like that size. That's a good size.
Yeah. So you could like, I have 3 50-gram balls in this one plus my hat. So there's tons of room in these, even though I call them sock size. So, and yesterday afternoon, after my orders shipped out, I got all excited. I thought, oh, I got time. I can do some, not that, I don't enjoy filling orders and making bags, but I like the creative process of coming up with new stuff and matching up new fabrics. So I really wanted to make some more totes. So I got these 2 done. So this is the hot pink one, and I paired it with this knitting theme fabric. I just thought it was so cool. So yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And inside zippered pocket. And I did decide to put them in the shop with the options for the drawstring top. So
that pink.
I know, isn't it fabulous?
Oh, what a perfect summer bag.
Yeah. Slip pocket, zip pocket. So I got that one done. Oh. And then I did the purple one with this really pretty batik fabric.
Oh, Cheryl, that's gorgeous.
With the really light green, and it's like got some blues and the purples. And this one has the drawstring at the top.
Okay, see, the more I see the drawstring, I like it. So if you open the drawstring up and then you just push that down inside.
Yeah, there is somewhere in here, there's a zipper pocket. Yeah.
But you could tuck so if you didn't want to zip it, you could just tuck it all inside, right? And then it looks almost, just like another lining.
Yeah.
That looks pretty too, just like that.
Yeah, you can just hang it down inside if you don't want to close it up.
Okay, you're making this too hard for me because I still haven't decided what color I want my birthday bag in.
Yeah.
Or now I'm really debating if I want the drawstring. So at first I didn't think I did, but now I'm thinking maybe I do.
Well, if you got a sweater project in there or something and you want to keep it all contained, you just close it up, and you can even leave it partway open and have your yarn pulled out while you're knitting or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now I gotta
keeps the cat out.
Yeah. Because
I love this
curl in there.
I love this beautiful eggplant canvas.
And purple, of course, is not my usual color.
But I have about 30 colors down there. You could pick anything you wanted.
All right, I will do that.
So yeah, those will be in the shop by the time this is up. get some pictures, hopefully.
That's good. So refresh my memory. What did I say about half an hour ago about knitting brioche and talking?
Did you mess it up?
I started purling instead of knitting.
Louise.
I know. So now
move away from the project.
I know. I should not. I should have been doing my one. What was I thinking? I should have been doing my one color brioche.
You should have been.
I should have been.
How far back did you have to go?
Oh, I don't know. Most of the pound. I know.
Oh, no, it's okay. So is that the extent of our?
I think it is.
Our 1 day short of projects this week.
Yeah, the one less day to get our projects done. If I'd had, well, I don't know. If I'd had another day, I probably wouldn't have any more cowl knitting done because I would have been working on my sock. But I'm happy that I have this. Well, I'm happy that I have it joined, and I got 2 rounds done. I'm working on round 3. And so I'll have to keep unknitting stitch by stitch here. So the trick with brioche is to remember when you're unknitting it, you don't unknit every stitch because you're slipping and you're knitting, right? So typical regular knitting, you just unknit every stitch all the way back. And sometimes that's what you want to do with this, but you got to remember you're only knitting every other stitch, knitting or purling. The other one is slipped. So the slipped one, you do not want to try to unknit or you create.
Slip it back.
Yep, you just slip it back. If you unknit your slip stitch, you have just made a bigger mess. Ask me how I know that.
Yeah, that's why I have no interest in even attempting brioche. I remember one time I found a hat pattern in a bunch of stuff from my grandma. And I thought the hat looked nice and squishy and in the picture. And I'm like, oh, I can try this. And I couldn't even understand the written instructions for it. And that was way back before brioche became something like a big deal, or before I would have even thought to look on YouTube for something. It was quite a few years back. And I'm like, I kind of think of myself as a pretty seasoned knitter because I've been knitting like almost my whole life. And I couldn't figure it out.
Well, I know somebody who could maybe help you out there.
Well, I really don't have a whole lot of interest in it. I don't know. Maybe sometime you can do it and I'll watch you doing it and see if I think it looks like when you do it properly, it's not that hard. But it is. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. There's a knit. All right. Okay. Yay, she did it.
I'm putting it down. I'm putting it down because I know myself and I will pick it up and I will do the exact same thing incorrectly again.
Yeah, this hat was just a one color brioche. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, it's not hard, but you do have to pay attention. And the tricky part is fixing mistakes. The knitting it is pretty easy. It's just slips and you're making yarn overs and knitting and purling. But yeah, if you make a mistake, the taking it out is trickier part. You got to be really careful. Lifelines with brioche. I might, well, will I might put one. I should take my own advice, but yeah, lifelines are a lifesaver with brioche if you have to pull it out, for sure. Until you get to read your stitches. Once you get to read your stitches, but that takes a little while. You have to knit it and really see how the stitches work and are made. And then you can see how to take it out. So if you're new at all, lifelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to speed knit socks this week. I know it's supposed to be a around your neck challenge. And
that's okay.
But I'm going to,
It's only 1 week.
That's right. And then I'll get back and then I'll work on the brioche because I really want to work on that. And I said, oh geez, I said I was going to have 3 projects. I had my orange crest shawl. I was going to start with the sock yarn, but
yes,
I haven't done that yet.
That's okay.
That'll be after the socks. After the socks are done, then I will work on that.
It's only the 10th of March. We still have lots of time.
That's right. Okay, good. Okay, I'm not planning. Let's say still 20 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of time.
The 12th. By the time you guys see this, it'll be the 12th. All right. Well, I guess that's it for us this week.
Yeah. So happy around your neck knitting or whatever you are knitting. Leave us some comments down below with what you're knitting. We'd love to know. And I guess, Cheryl, we were all like holding our breath to see your start. No pressure, but you know.
So next week, I'm saying it, I'm going to have my sweater sewn together.
Oh, you know, that's bad to do that. Okay. All right. We will, fingers crossed.
And my cowl started.
And your cowl started. Okay. Cheryl's goals. And okay, those are your goals for the week. Mine is I'm going to come back next week. We record. I'm going to have my finished socks done.
Yes.
We'll be holding them up like this. All right. These are bold goals.
All right.
That's good. We can do it though. We can do it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have a great knitting week. And we will see you
next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.